because it wasn't beneficial for me at the time. It was just something I liked to do, but I couldn't stop where I was at or what I was doing for music at the time. But then, so 016, I made a conscious decision in it to do right by music, because I see the opening and I see how the game was evolving in it in the UK industry and that.
It's interesting, like, getting to sit down with you, because a lot of people have been like really speaking highly of your name, your music, and when you deliver the project you have now, did you feel any expectation or anticipation in having to come out of a project this year?
No, it's been a long time coming though. Just in general, that for those that know, I used to rap a little while ago, or a good few years ago, on and off. There was a tape supposed to be coming called Early, it never got released. Partly the reason why I called my tape now Better Late Than Never, you get me? So really, for my core fans, it was always something that I had to give them, you get me? Every song I give them, they ask for a mixtape, all like that.
I mean, I was talking to you before, like just in passing about the production on the mixtape. Who were some of the producers who you were working with?
C Figures, who else? Fanatics, The Writer's Block, 5 Beats. There's like 6, 7, maybe 8 producers on the tape. IO Beats is on there. Yeah, but like a good 5 to 6 of them is maybe produced by C Figures. Beat Boss is on there as well, the Beat Boss. Yeah, man, there's a few men on there still.
Did it take you a while to like actually create this body of work? I know you said people have been waiting for the music in a way, but what we got in the end, is it new material or is it just some of the stuff that you...
No, it's a mixture still. Some of that music on the tape was made years ago.
Really?
And then there was some songs that made the tape like maybe after 2 weeks of making it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then for example, there's other songs that I never put on the tape that's made more recent than some that's on the tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mixture still.
I want to talk to you about a couple of the tracks on the tape. Friendship. That's smooth still, like, but am I right in saying that's obviously like a real life situation that you've gone through with a girl, and or is it
yeah,
just
maybe
like...
more than one girl. Yeah, we're talking about more than one person in the song still. Yeah, but
so no one's gonna really claim it as that's about them.
No one can say it's about them.
Yeah,
I've just put bits and bobs in of some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real life situations.
Alright, but here's something I've been asking quite a few artists recently. Like, as a man, doesn't it feel like it's good just to have one, like a real loyal one, as opposed to kind of like
for sure,
playing the field?
You always need someone there to hold you down like that.
Yeah.
You can't really get that from any and anyone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts.
But like, are you the type of person that, because I'm sure the women are going to be thinking like, are you the type of guy who actually is going to settle down with...
Yeah, I could be settled down still, already, you know what I'm saying? I'm about settling down, I'm about that life. Yeah.
But then the other things, isn't it hard like to know who's really like, who's about you, or is it like the image? Because you're Asco, like, who's really like wanting to...
Oh, you talking about the females?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You see, for me personally, I just go off of, like, it's like now it's a bit mad, innit? For example, where I'm at in my music career, so it's getting a bit more crazy, but in general, I just go off of vibes and energy, man. So I feel like I can clock when someone's in it for what they're in it for, and when others are genuine, you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
These days, I think that's like, I put it down as that's one of my favourite tracks on the project. These Days, outro, and Betrayal.
Yeah.
As well as Friendship. But talk to me a bit about like when you actually created These Days in the studio, like what that session was like, and just a bit of the backstory behind it.
It's the same thing, man, like with like all them songs you just mentioned, innit? Like I would say they're songs of substance, you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know me for that type of music, do you get me? People would associate me with like as a trap rapper or, do you get what I'm saying? But I just feel like the tape was a perfect time to show people like the other angles, you get me? And other beliefs of mine and how I think and how I look at certain things, you get me? So like These Days is another outlook of how I look on life, you get me? obviously my religion is important to man and that, you get me? So yeah, I just wanted to make them know I'm not hiding away from Islam, you get me?
And what was the session like for you when you laid down that tune?
The song had already been made. I don't really make all my music in studio. Like sometimes I'll just go home with the beats and that. So the session, like when I went to actually record the song, it was already patterned from in my house. That was more of a at home, just vibes in, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that came to me at home, it weren't really in the studio.
Yeah.
So we just laid it in the studio. And my boy Chaos, obviously I sent it to him and he patterned it up as well, yeah.
Outro these days, like you were really speaking some real...
Outro, same thing.
Yeah.
I live by the lake, innit, so sometimes I just look out my window and have a look at the lake and just, you get me, just get it popping. Same thing, man. Just vibing at home. Just literally putting it out there. Like,
when you say people don't really know you for that type of like a substance in that way, did you have any reservations about putting that type of music out?
No, like I said, like for example, Betrayal was made years ago. So this is always music that I was planning to release. It's just timing, innit? When did I want to let them know about certain things, you get me? Same thing, like I said, there's songs that I've made that's older than every song that's on the tape that might come on my album. Do you get what I'm saying? Same thing, like certain things that I'll be letting people know, but it's about timing, innit? So yeah, basically, I just felt like the tape better late than never, like it was that time to let people know certain ones and twos. So yeah, just gave it to them.
So before you were like doing music, what was life like for you growing up?
Just like how it would be for anyone growing up, like in a, I wouldn't say a ghetto, or just say like, you know, in a bit more of a deprived area in London, like, do you get me? I'm from Hackney, so yeah, like just growing up was just the norm, innit? How it would be growing up in North East, South West of London. I'm assuming, you get me?
And what's your background, like heritage?
I'm mixed race. My mum's English, my dad's Nigerian.
Oh, sweet. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you've been to Nigeria before?
No.
You're in touch with that side of your culture?
I like the food, yeah. I don't know if I'm going there, but yeah, I like the food.
So was your dad like instrumental in your life growing up?
No, my dad weren't really about my life still. Yeah.
So music, how long have you actually been doing music for?
For years, like I've been rapping on and off for years, but I started taking music seriously from 2016.
What sparked that?
Like, because of the game, and I just felt like it was an opening. Before, when I used to rap, I don't know if you heard of Mashtown.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like it was maybe Mashtown, PDC days. Obviously, a few of the members, well, all the members from Mashtown are from my area, innit, where I grew up. So obviously I used to just rap. Them like, nah, Asco, you're dope, come and rap with us, sort of thing. But even then, I'd rap like maybe give them a song every 6 to 7 months, and then I'm gone again. West would hit it up, might not hear me again for another year, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't beneficial for me at the time. It was just something I liked to do, but I couldn't stop where I was at or what I was doing for music at the time. But then, so 2016, I made a conscious decision, innit, to do right by music, because I see the opening and I see how the game was evolving, innit, in the UK industry and that. And I just felt like if I didn't really get involved, it was a bit of a wasted talent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to add to the point of like, there was a moment where there was people rapping, but there just didn't seem to be like the financial returns. It didn't make any sense.
You see what it is, Pete, like you would have to like water it down maybe, for example. Like, if you remember like Tiny Temper, maybe Dizzy, so then, for example, if you was like the gigs and that, maybe it was a bit more harder for you because of the content in it, whereas now you can say what you want and get to where you're going. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's easier for a man like me, innit, or for people like us coming from where we come from to tell our story, innit. It's getting accepted now, basically.
But do you not feel like there's still, yeah, it's raw, it's gritty, but there's still sometimes like, if you do want to get to that next level, that there still is a bit of a musical creative adjustment to be made?
Yeah and nay, because it's like, look at Fredo and Santan Dave now. That's a rap song. Like, that's not pop. That's not them trying to hit some high notes and get all melody. That's rap. So the proof's in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? The man they are second behind Sam Smith and that. So
what do you expect to get out of like the industry? Because I'm sure you understand like the business part of it, you know, like just the objectives and how things work in a label. So for you, how do you see where you could potentially go within the system that you're in now?
I just feel like obviously I'm signed, and I just feel like my label would just help me get to like the position I want to get to, being i.e. in the music industry. You could do it by yourself also, but obviously these things cost, innit? And if you ain't got the right resources or the right people around you, it might take you a bit longer or whatever not. But yeah, with what I'm doing, the music that I'm producing and the people that's behind me, I feel like I can reach the utmost heights, the highest heights that I need to reach. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know whether that's a platinum selling artist or, do you get what I'm saying, a top 10 or, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So how did that signing, how did that whole situation come together that you got your deal?
I just grinding, innit? Like, just putting out music, releasing music, and then yeah, just people started hollering at me, innit? Hitting me up, showing interest, and then yeah, the rest is history. I just got into meetings and that, sitting down with different labels, seeing what they had to say, seeing what they had to offer, and yeah, we just took it from there, man.
I mean, for artists who don't know what those meetings are like, without baiting up what it's kind of like said, but what is kind of like how those meetings go for you? Is it they come down, they say, oh look, yeah, like we've been checking you out?
No, you just have to see. For me, like I just try to pick the sense from nonsense, innit? So different strokes for different folks. I don't know what certain artists are looking for. Do you understand me? I can only really talk for myself and that. So personally, I'll just be like, if you know what you want, then obviously try and reach. Like, you might not get exactly what you want from the label, but try and get it as close as possible, so you're comfortable with your situation. You get me? That's really all I could say, talking for myself. Like I said, I don't know what these people are wanting when they're going into these places, or what they expect furthermore, you get me? Or what their situation, or even what the label wants from them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Some people sign single deals, some people are signing projects, multiple album deals, you get what I'm saying? So different strokes for different folks, you get me? I would say just go in there and try and get to as close as how you want it to be. Do you get me?
Was it, and then after, obviously when you signed, like, did you start noticing how, like, I guess your friends were like looking at it like, yeah, you
like I made it, yeah, a bit of that as well. Obviously, people just proud to say that, well, I'm from where they're from, sort of thing. You get me? Because that's man's thing, and man go hard for this. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm just showing them you can do the same, sort of thing. Don't go and spend all your money to look cool, but you're really not cool, if that makes sense.